It says I am live. I hope that this is working. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've done one of these. This is so weird. It's been a hot sec. So I hope I remember how this all works, and apologies for the morning hair. My hair never wants to cooperate, even if I'm awake. Oh man, well, it is nice to be back. It is strange to be awake. I got used to sleeping in for at least another hour to an hour and a half over the weekend. So there is that. And Kate is here. Good morning, Kate. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bleh. I'm still waking up a bit. Oh man. How was everyone's weekend? Our 3-day weekend, Labor Day? I guess every day is kind of a weekend because of COVID and everything, but I don't know. This past weekend felt like more of a weekend for me, so it was fun. Okay, so I've already been up working for an hour. Well, good for you. I haven't. I've been up for about an hour, but it's just been me lying on the couch, like zoning out. So I'm still really tired. And good morning, Christy. Oh, wow. It is so nice to see you guys again. Oh, I feel like it's been so long since I've done one of these. It's crazy. I think it has been actually a while since I've done a solo live stream, or just a live stream in general, and I completely forgot to bring up the timer, so I'm just gonna pull that up real quick. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, I got it. So I hope everyone had a good Labor Day weekend and that everyone got some relaxation in. I know that this past weekend, I think, is actually when a lot of schools started. I know my little sister went back down towards her school. So if it was a weekend of travel, that's always good. Mine certainly was. Oh, it was a good travel, but it was long. To the lake on Saturday. Oh, that's so nice. Sunday, I went to see your daughter. I said yesterday I worked on things. Oh, that sounds like a really nice weekend. That's really nice. Christy, clean all weekend, so cleaning. Yeah, that's what I've got to do over the next couple days is clean. And our house is especially a mess right now because we just got back from North Carolina. So we've got like suitcases and bags everywhere. It's crazy. Talk to us about your preferred point of view to read and to write. I think all of us doubt that at some point. Yeah, right. I actually was doubting that the other day because, the story I'm telling is from first person, and I don't normally read first person. I normally read third person. And I've been like, maybe I should tell this in third person instead. So I don't know. There are some times where I'm like, the first person feels right, and other times where I'm like, oh, I wish this was in third. So, just depends. My edit's going slowly, very slowly. They're going very, very, very slowly. School, the semester started a couple weeks ago, and so I've been having to put writing aside for the sake of figuring out all the school stuff and getting that laid out. So they're going very slowly. So I'm hoping to catch up on some of that today. That's my goal. Point of view does. That was a weird way of saying it. Point of view. I don't know how I said it before, but it didn't sound right. It does depend on the story. Absolutely. Definitely. And I'm sorry if the 3D effect is coming at you. My sleeves keep slipping down and it's bugging me. So that's the only way I can get them to come up. Alrighty. So if Oh gosh, I need my voice to wake up. That's the main thing, is I just need my voice to come back. What a way to start after being gone. All right. So I'm gonna start our shenanigans this morning with a oh hello. I pushed the wrong button with a 10-minute sprint. Yes, my nails are yellow. I really like yellow. It is one of my probably my second favorite color after blue. So blue and yellow, those are my two favorites. So I've been on a bit of a yellow kick because it's just such a happy color, and it's kind of my theme color, if you will, for my channel. So I like that. I love yellow. It's so fun. I'm trying to get more yellow in my wardrobe because right now it's like all blues and blacks and grays and reds, and I'm like, I need some color. So color to me is just yellow. Oh no, yellow is so good. It's a great color. You should definitely do it, Kate. It's a fun color. Yes, yellow and blue. I love yellow and blue. It just makes me think of like sky and sunshine and happiness. I don't know. I love it. I love yellow and blue. All right, let me share my screen. Google Timer, because that's what I always use. Hey, there we go. All righty. So if y'all are ready, let's go ahead and do our warm-up sprint. Oh, and I have a banner for this. I have a banner. Hey! Okay, I guess technically it's called a ticker, but it's under banners, so it sounds weird, doesn't it? Ticker. I don't know why they call it a ticker. It does sound a little weird. Anyway, so if y'all are ready, I will see y'all in 10 minutes, and happy sprinting. Hooray! All right, let's see if I remember what all the buttons are. There we go. Cool, buttons. So how did y'all do? Let me take the ticker banner down. Still weird. Weird word. I will not get over how weird that is. So again, I'm just having so much trouble with like the word count situation, just because there's so much is getting added and deleted, and it's all over the place. Like I've got this pattern of like red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, like all through the pages. So I just have lost track where the starting point was. But I am getting to like, I don't know, kind of the emotional stuff. I don't know. It's the part, it's like getting towards the climax of the story. So things are about to they're on their way to being not so great right now. So, which makes me sad because I really love these characters and I feel really bad doing this to them, but drama, gotta have it. And coffee, gotta have that too. But drama, I mean, who doesn't love a good drama? Yellow is my favorite color. Yay, all the yellows, I love it. So 10 minute was good. Yay! Banner does sound better. I like banner a lot more than ticker. Ticker is correct, like the stock market ticker, or the one that streams under most new channels. That's interesting. I never heard the word ticker before StreamYard. I don't pay attention to the stock market. Woo, 153 words. Yay! I have no idea how many I got. Yay. But 153 is good. Just plan, no writing. Hey, it's all good. It's still progress. I need to plan. I have like 2 other story ideas in my head, and one's a screenplay idea, and the other one's another novel idea, and I need to work on getting those figuring out. Problem's not making my characters suffer. Yeah, but I don't like having them suffer for very long. I like there being somewhat of a maybe not always uplifting, but just a happy-ish ending. I like the range of bittersweet to happy. I don't like just straight up sad, because then it's like, why did I read the book? There was nothing happy about it. But it's very tricky, I guess, because it's like I spend most of the time looking at it trying to figure out, okay, how do I want this to go? What do I want, like, almost like the climax of their argument to be that sort of sets off this period of separation between the two, and and trying to figure that out. And it's weird because it's like, I don't know, I've never been in that situation. I've never had an argument with my husband and then we like haven't spoken or anything. So it's like, I don't know how people normally react to these kinds of things. How does this work? So it's a little tricky. It's good though. I'm excited because it also means that I'm almost done editing this draft. But it also means I have to go and do draft 3 and reread everything that I wrote. Oh God, it's gonna be terrible. Suffering is real and raw, but we read so we can watch them overcome. It brings us some hope. Yes, I like that, and that is very true. It is so true. It's but I hate the like the stories that end like on that, like where it's just like they don't necessarily overcome it, and it's just like, what's the point of like reading it? Like, I didn't read this to be depressed. It's like every book they gave you to read in English class in high school is like, here, have all this depressing stuff and lose your faith in humanity, and here you go. I hated like 99% of the books that they made us read. It's a marriage counselor. I will definitely let you know if I need any inside help or inside assistance. Just don't know how to navigate happiness in a story without being boring. Right? There's got to be some like drama. There's got to be something to spice it up because I feel like if people are too happy, then it's not realistic. Like if it's just everything's hunky dory all the time and it's like whose life is actually like that? Like everybody's got a little bit of drama, everyone's got a little bit of angst. Like there's always a little bit of something going on in your lives. And you're never happy 100% of the time. So I totally get that. It's not real. It's not realistic. Even in fantasies, it's not realistic for people to be happy and go lucky all the time. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yep. I feel that. You're doing a pretty good job in your novel. Books are depressing, but well read. Yeah, that's how if I read something that's just like too depressing, I just don't even pick it back up. I'm like, I can't finish this. And it goes away. It goes in the giveaway pile. I'm like, I'm not going to finish this. I don't know. Like, I don't mind it. I mean, I do mind it sometimes, depending on who the character is, but I don't always mind it when a character dies. Even if it's like the main character or whoever, like it's one of those things where it's like as long as it makes sense in the story and for the character, and there's still like other people to like kind of carry on the torch, if you will, then that's fine, and there's still like that, like Kate said, like that semblance of hope at the end, even though this character is dead. Like that's fine. Things like that. That's kind of like the bittersweet. That's the extent of bittersweet that I will go to. But like, I don't know. I have an example in my mind, but I'm not going to share it because it's going to show how much of a fangirl I am. But I mean, I could. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to hear my my example. So, oh man, just one awful event after the other. Yeah, and that's the other thing when there's just like no break from the gloom. There's no little ray of sunshine. There's no silver lining. Nothing. It's just like, ugh. What it does kind of make you wonder what kind of state of mind the writer was in when they were writing the book. Just like, do you normally think this way or are you going through something? Like, do you need help? Can we help you? Huge section. I've never read a Nora Roberts book in my life, but I will tell you one thing. I do not like stories that have, unless there's like, that's not like the main focus of it and they don't go too into detail and it's more about the person overcoming it. I don't like stories about abuse. They're just too hard to read. Like if it's like the person who's like, they're out of it and they're thinking back on it, like it's kind of like an in the past kind of thing. Like that's one thing because normally they don't go too into detail with those kinds of things. But it's just, yeah, there's only so much I can handle before it just starts getting sad. Everyone just saw Terry Selfish novel and depressed. It does make you wonder what the person was going through when they were writing it, though. I do share. Okay. I will share. Hold on. Once I get to the end of these comments. He's afraid to trigger people and super harsh. I mean, everyone I feel like is going to be, everyone's kind of, I don't want to say set off, but everyone reacts differently to things. So, there are a lot of people who enjoy that kind of stuff. And, and just as many of it's the people who don't. So I think you'll be okay, Kate. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Yeah, you can. Or like someone who's gone through something like crazy, like I know Stephen King, after he had like that crazy accident, like his writing got like kind of weird. I mean, his writing was already weird, but it was like after the accident. I haven't actually read Stephen King. This is just what I've what's it called? Have like read and heard is that his like writing just got weirder. If you want to learn how to write a character, how to show, not tell, you should read. She's got a lot of books. There are a lot of books. Yeah, Kate, you'll be fine. He's the greatest show, not tell. Mary Higgins Clark. Her name sounds really familiar, actually. Okay, so my not story, but the thing that I had in mind, I completely forgot what I was talking. I know it was something about it was like bittersweet endings, character deaths. Okay, so I don't know if y'all have seen. Oh Lord, here we go. I don't know if y'all have seen The Rise of Skywalker, so I'm gonna slap a spoilers warning on here. Here, spoilers. All right, there's my spoilers warning, and but there's a character at the end of the movie who dies, and the death is very out of nowhere. It and doesn't really quite make sense with like I don't know. It's one of those deaths where it's like it doesn't quite fit. Like it just kind of just happens and you're like, "What?" But you're also A, not given time to process it, and B, they don't mention this character again like after he dies, which is the thing that ticks me off the most is when a character dies and it's like he and you never mention them again. It's like, what was the point of having that character? Like, what the heck? And the whole point of the story was that, like, or not the whole point, but like part of the story was that it was like this character and another character were like two parts of a whole and they were supposed to like bring balance to the force and everything, and it's like, how in the heck does it make sense for half of who was supposed to bring balance to the force to die, and so the other half is now like back to loneliness again? Like, that's not hopeful, that's depressing. So that's the example that comes to my mind is the end of Rise of Skywalker, where you literally have like these two characters who are supposed to like figure all this out together, and then one of them dies, and the other one is left completely alone again, and like has spent her entire life alone. And oh my, it's just so frustrating. Like, just from a storytelling standpoint, like that the last 10 minutes of that movie were so frustrating. So frustrating. But and it just didn't make any sense to me. It's like that just seems like such a stupid way to end your story, you know? Like, the story that's supposed to be about hope and everything, and you end it on probably the least hopeful thing with this poor girl alone on a desert planet again. It's just that ticked me off. That really did tick me off. Just from a storytelling standpoint, I wish that did not happen. So, yes, Christy, I'm glad you know what I'm talking about, because that was so, I was so mad. I really was mad. Like, I didn't even care about like all the other things they threw in there between these two characters, but I just kind of how they handled both of their stories and how they ended it for both of them. Like, it was just really sad. It wasn't a happy ending. And I'm like, this is the end of your saga and you're going to end it on that with like her, going back to the resistance and bawling her eyes out and then her alone again. Like, it's just like it was sad. It was just a sad ending. Yeah. Yeah, you, me, and like everybody else. Yeah, they made a lot of mistakes. They really did. They really did. I mean, and that's the annoying thing about that film, though, is that I enjoyed it up until those last 10 minutes. Like, so like I just sort of stopped the movie, stopped paying attention to the movie, like after character one brings character two back to life. Like, that's just sort of where I'm like, the end. All over, all done. I don't need to see the rest of this. Just because it's like, the rest of it isn't happy. It's just sad. It is just sad. Ugh. But up until then, it was fun. I mean, I had fun with it. It's just those last 10 minutes. The awfulness, though. What were they thinking? Well, apparently they weren't thinking, because they had reshoots after reshoots after reshoots after rewrites and then rewrites and then more reshoots and then more rewrites. And apparently at one point they had to have Adam Driver say his lines in his closet or something like that. Like, it was a mess. It was a mess. Oh my goodness. At Game of Thrones, told my husband they should have done this way when it worked, so I pretended it ended my way. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but I heard it was kind of like the same complaints. Like, people were not happy with how it ended. And I think a lot of that is because, you know, there's with things that are so popular, you know, like Star Wars, like Game of Thrones, there's more pressure on the writers to really deliver something good. And because there's so much pressure, it makes them second guess everything. And they're like, okay, well, actually, never mind. What if we do this instead of that and that instead of this? And so it just gets jumbled. And you have all these other guys who are like, in addition to trying to like tell their story, they're like, we also want to appease the fans. So yeah, let's do that. And then it just turns into a hot mess. Just turns into a hot mess. And watched many movies recently. You're not missing much. So there's that. Oh, they're not that bad. They're not that bad, but I like either super cheesy romantic comedies or action movies. Can't wait for the new Bond and Mission Impossible. I'm not a huge rom-com person, I will say. I really just don't like romantic comedies. I think it's because my sister made me watch so many of them as a kid. It's the same reason why I didn't like Westerns for the longest time. It's because my dad was like, here, let's watch all these old, you know, ridiculous Western movies. It sort of turned me off to Westerns for a while. So I have yet to find a rom-com that I thoroughly enjoy again. But action movies, I blame my father for that one, because that's like almost all I watch is action adventure movies. And it's because my dad was like, here, these are appropriate to show your young children. Have the 1989 Batman. Have Die Hard. Let's watch The Expendables. Yeah, I've seen all Mission Impossible. I've actually never liked James Bond, though. I have never met a James Bond that I've liked. I've never seen a movie that I've liked. And mostly because I just don't like the character. I don't like him. I think he's a womanizing butt nugget. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I'm just not a huge fan of James Bond. Apologies if you are. I just personally don't like the character very much. I don't think he's very nice. The Jungle Book, like the Disney remake or the original, like the cartoon? Because I'm giving up on Disney remakes. I get that. That's why I watch a lot of cheesy 80s movies. Those are the best. I like the Daniel Craig Bond movie. Yeah, I've heard that Daniel Craig is pretty good. Bond. He was. I actually watched a couple movies with him in it lately. Oh God, what were they? So there was Logan Lucky, which was really good. Highly recommend that. And then Knives Out, I finally saw, and he was in both of those, surprisingly. And both had Southern accents. Now that I'm thinking about it. And he did a really good job in both of them. He was really funny in Logan Lucky, and he did just a really good job in Knives Out too. Hair's all over the place. I like the remake. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Okay, well, Jungle Book hit the mark. Okay. Okay. Well, I was thinking more of like I haven't seen it because I gave up on them, but Knives Out was really good, and so was Logan Lucky. Yes, and Kate, we definitely should sprint again because I can talk about movies forever. Yes, and 25 minutes is perfect. So I will put that on our board. Well, we definitely should because I could go on and on and on and on and on. And I love both Knives Out and Logan Lucky, and I just saw them, so I could talk about them forever. So they're both very fun. Highly recommend. They're on Amazon actually right now if you have Prime for free. So yee. Oh lordy, lord. There you go. So if you guys are ready, we're going to do Kate's just 25 minutes because she's helping me stay on track today because I got distracted. Thank you, Kate. All right. So if y'all are ready, we're going to go ahead and get started. Happy sprinting. That's pretty good. Yay! Got a little bit lighter in this room. Look at that. At some point, the sun's gonna be coming right here, and I'm gonna look like a David Bowie album cover, but less rainbow, just more white out, I guess. So, how did everyone do? The argument is over. That's just a weird thing to say. The argument is over. It didn't really end well, but things have to get bad before they get better. So it's always what how does it? What's the line from Dark Knight? It's always darkest before the dawn. That's this. That's this. Oh man, seriously. Had to get up and go get some food. I have to admit, English muffins by themselves don't taste very good. I'm just eating it because I got nothing else. But I gotta admit, it's really, I think it's just because it's so bland. It's really bland. Yes, Kate, we're definitely gonna have to do that because I could talk about movies forever. I love film. And I love looking at movies. Sorry, I realize I'm talking with my mouth full. Yes, my mom did teach me better. I'm so down. Hello, Nicole. I still love your profile picture so much. Absolutely love it. Thank you for being here. Kate says, good morning, Nicole. Yes, they do. I assume that's about the English muffins. Chrissy says, hi, Nicole. Kate got about 230 words, got distracted looking for fragrant trees, native to my character setting for the last 5 minutes of the sprint. Hey, that's totally fine. It's research. It counts. I was distracted too. Yeah, I got a little distracted, I will say, but it was mostly just me kind of staring off into space like, how do I want this, the last bit of this to go? I'm not good at writing arguments, especially ones that end in not so well. I don't know. I'm I'm a little out of my comfort zone with this story, but I like it. I like being out of my comfort zone. But it does take a minute for me to be like, how does this sound natural as opposed to just forced? I guess is the question. But it's coming along. It's getting there. Ish. Coffee. Coffee. Okay. Can y'all tell I've been up for a little while? I'm at that point in the morning where it's like the loopiness is beginning to settle in, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of need a nap. So good at writing arguments, though. Christy, send me your vibes, your your writing arguments magic. I don't know. I feel like, I mean, this is only the second draft, so obviously I'm gonna have time to go back and like redo it and everything, but it's still like probably the part of the story I feel the least confident about. So yeah, but it's getting very dramatic, and I wouldn't say intense. It's not getting like super intense, but it's getting good. Let me tell you, things are gonna go down, and I'm not gonna get into it because that would be spoilers. So, has anyone ever seen Doctor Who? Like with like the seasons past? What season does she pop up in? Does she come in season? I guess she comes in season 4 technically. But if y'all know who River Song is, every time I say spoilers, that's who I think of is her. So, Doctor Who. Could have a Doctor Who stream too, because that would be a long one. I love the idea of doing a movie stream. I absolutely love that idea. I talk about movies way too much. Drives my husband crazy. But watch some rom-coms. Yeah, I mean, research. The only rom-com I will willingly watch is 10 Things I Hate About You. It's the only one. Because I love baby Heath Ledger and baby Joseph Gordon Levitt. It's very cute. It's just a cute little movie. I don't say that very often. So I say things are sweet though, like a sweet little story or a sweet little book, sweet little movie, but not cute. I never say things are cute. Except for 10 Things I Hate About You. It's a cute movie. Oh man. So I'm wondering too what the best way, and y'all can shout out your opinions on this, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to go, or not to go, but the best way to edit draft 3. So right now the way that I'm doing it is I have each individual chapter as a document. I've been using Google Docs, and so like each chapter gets its own document. And I'm wondering for chapter 3 if I should chapter 3 for draft 3. I'm wondering for draft 3 if I should compile it all into one massive document. Like still keep the individual ones just in case, but like copy and paste it all into one massive document and edit it like that way. Or if I should just keep editing it as is, and then when I'm ready for like an actual printout or whatever to then compile it. I'm not sure because I want to see how much I have by the end of this, but I feel like it might be overwhelming to put it all in one doc and edit it that way. So I'm interested what y'all's thoughts are on that because I have no clue whatsoever. Y'all didn't know you were getting a musical this morning. I didn't know I was given a musical this morning. The things you learn, the more you know. Do. Oh wait, that's Disney. What's the more you know music? Was that NBC who did that? The More You Know, the little star, or was that G.I. Joe? I'm so confused. I've successfully confused myself. Confused and bamboozled. I think that's also from Winnie the Pooh. Let's just spout all the random references today. Let's just do that, shall we? Let's see. So I'm thinking for our next sprints, we could do. Sorry, my husband has a fish tank and the fish keep like, I think it's feeding time, so the fish keep making like noises because they're like swimming up to the surface and stuff, but it's very distracting. Anyway, sprints. We're talking about sprints, Maddie. So I'm thinking that we could probably do let me see if I can do math here. Yeah, we could do that. So I'm thinking maybe let's do a 20-minute sprint and then we'll wrap up with either a 15 or 10 to 15 minute. I think that works. You mean I'll tell you how to organize in Google Docs. Okay, I will definitely do that. I will send you a message when the after the sprint or after the stream. See, I have Scrivener and I'm terrified of it. It's so much technology that I just cannot figure out how to use for the life of me. And like I have it right now set up for like the screenplay story for the screenplay idea that I have. So I'm using Scrivener for that. That's like what I'm like the screenplay thing, but like for novel stuff, it's just it's really confusing to me. Like there's so many buttons and I'm like, I don't know what button to press, and then I end up pressing the wrong thing, and then it's like, what the heck? So I might have to have like a get on YouTube and find a tutorial or something. It confuses the living bananas out of me. Apparently I have living bananas. Night of the Living Bananas. Where's that horror movie, huh? No, it's so easy. I know, but I feel so silly because it's like I'm supposed to be of the generation that knows how technology works. I don't know anything. I have no idea. My parents ask me, "Hey, can you fix this?" And I'm just like, "Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in again?" I don't know how to fix anything or how to do anything. It's so bad. Also, the sun's coming in. See? David Bowie. Email you a template that will get you started. Thank you, Kate. Team Kate. I'll just send a message to both of y'all. Just everybody come help me out, please. Apparently, I'm really challenged. All right, let's do a sprint, shall we? Let's do 20 minutes. 20 minutes sounds good. We can all laugh at Maddie for her sunshine. I'm just gonna sit over here and her inability to work technology. She tries, bless her heart. She tries. Thank you, Kate. All righty. Enough self-pity. Let's get this up and going. And if y'all are ready, we'll go ahead and do our 20 minutes. Ka-choo! Okie dokie. Yay. So how did everyone do? I saw that Kate had to step out and help her doggo, or take her doggo out, because the doggos are important. I'm just gonna like sit back here so the sun doesn't. See what the difference is? Usually I'm like here. Can't do that right now. Okay, we'll be back. Just let the pupper out. Little puppers. And Autumn popped in. Hi, Autumn. Always love it when y'all pop in. It's so fun. It's so fun to see you guys. Or hear from you guys. I guess I don't actually see you. I see your pictures. Your profile pictures. So how did everyone do? I am almost done with this chapter. I'm realizing that there's a lot of stuff that's going to get deleted in the next couple chapters, just because it doesn't quite fit with the direction that the story is going. It doesn't make sense for this character to go here and then there and then back there. And yeah, I don't want it to look like the map from Avatar: The Last Airbender season 3. So I don't know if you all have seen that map, but yeah, I don't want it to be like that. So I've been trying to, in addition to trying to finish this chapter, I've been trying to work on, like, brainstorm what's going to get deleted from the next chapter and what's going to be staying the same. So also might lose a chapter because of that, but that's okay. I mean, right now I think I have documents for 28 chapters ish, something like that. Let me open this and let's see. Let's go on an adventure. Yeah, so for 28 chapters plus like an epilogue that's not really an epilogue. It's kind of more like it was going to be a chapter and then my brain was like, you're tired, give up. So I just turned it into an epilogue, but that'll probably get deleted completely. So we shall see. Oh my goodness, I am yawning. Why am I yawning? Good morning. So I have just a little bit more to go in this chapter, and then I will be done. Yay! With chapter 24. I'm not done with draft 2. Not yet. I'm getting there though. I'm hoping to be there soon, so it'll be interesting to see if I can get this book done while in school. So that'll be the fun part. I guess we shall see, right? We will all see. Isn't that like how they always do it in like movies and stuff? It's like, you'll see, you'll all see. Movies, man. I told you I can talk about them forever. So let's see. I'm thinking that we could probably do, I'm thinking a 10-minute sprint to end it, and then we'll wrap it up since, you know, chatting is a thing. You know what? Actually, let's make it fun. Let's do an 11-minute sprint. Woo! Add that extra, minute. If I don't, burp too much. So why don't we do an 11-minute sprint? Oh, fancy. For a wrap up, and then we will just sit and talk for a minute. Also, I'm totally going to keep this banner. The spoilers banner, it's going to stay with me because I'm definitely going to be talking about a lot of spoilers. If we ever talk about movies, there will be spoilers. So, spoilers, as she says. River Song, Doctor Who, if y'all have ever seen it. So I'm hoping, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the rest of this chapter done in 11 minutes, but that is my goal. So we'll see if that actually happens. Maybe. We'll see. Alrighty. Well, if you guys are set, I think I'm going to go ahead and start our 11-minute sprint. I have a banner for this, or a ticker, as they're called. I have a ticker. Look at my ticker. That sounds wrong. That sounds really wrong. I don't like the word ticker. I officially don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, banner, final sprint. Isn't it so cute? I love this. Anyway, so we're doing 11 minutes. I'm going to stop talking. And we're going to sprint. Yay! was so zoned in, like it was in the zone. There we go. I was in the zone. I'm so close to the end of this chapter. I'll probably have to finish it out of the stream. That's okay. I'm almost done. Yay! So how did everyone else do for our final sprint? I'm going to go ahead and take this banner down. Hey! Yay! So I'm feeling pretty good about this right now. That's bound to change in probably an hour or so when I'm staring at the screen like, what am I writing? What is this? Isn't that always how the process goes? Just, So I am slowly working my way through this. I have like an hour of, I think it's security training. I don't actually remember what it is. I have to do some kind of training for one of my classes. And I don't remember what the training is for. So I get to do that once I'm out of this stream too. Woo! But so far, I'm feeling pretty good about this whole thing. It's funny because usually now is about the time when I start thinking like, oh, this is stupid. What am I writing? This is terrible. Throw it on the back burner and never touch it again. And I'm not really feeling that way right now. I'm feeling okay. Like this is going to be okay. Aren't those like the famous last words in movies though? You say something's going to be okay or it's going to be all right. And then it like, I don't know, something blows up and people die. I don't know. It's just, that's what you say when, or my favorite, I'll be right back. But will you? Oh, movie cliches. I love them. I should do a top 5 favorite movie cliche list. 300 words. Woo! Nice. For 11 minutes? I wish I could do that. I'm not a fast typer at all. Actually, surprised. Hey, it's all progress. So, plotting, planning, researching, I guess plotting and planning are kind of the same thing, but it's all part of the process. It's all progress. It all counts. Sorry. I had a burp that I was trying to destroy before it could manifest. Oh, man. Sorry. Gosh, this is what a morning. I'm just burping all over the place, turning into my dad. It's great. Oh, I love my dad. I do get my burping talents from him though, so there is that. So I think that now that I'm back in the swing of it, this will be pretty easy to finish up this chapter and then go into the next one. I didn't get like any writing done the entire weekend. I was in North Carolina watching my best friend get married, and it was gorgeous, and there was lots of drinking. So I didn't really get anything done over the weekend. So this is kind of making up for that. But yeah, I had a good weekend, and I'm still like reeling from it because I can't believe she's married now. Like, it's so weird. Like, everyone's getting married now. It's so sweet. It was, I got married last year. My best friend just got married. And then my older sister is getting married next year. And so it's just like, oh, the weddings. I love weddings. Drinks all around. I love it. So I'm still like on like a happy high from her wedding, and just the location of it was absolutely stunning. It was beautiful. It was in North Carolina, down kind of towards like the tip. I don't think they call it the Panhandle in North Carolina. But it was just this beautiful house, beautiful rental house with like in the woods with a beautiful back deck. And it was just such a gorgeous house. Absolutely stunning. And the weather was beautiful and everything was beautiful. And I love it. I loved it. I want to go back. I'm trying to like channel that happiness as I'm writing as kind of like a backup for all the sad stuff that's going on in my story right now. All right. Well, good luck with your kiddos. I hope it all goes well. So I am going to go ahead and wrap this up. I hope you all had a good sprint. I know I did. And thank you again to Kate for keeping me on track because I could talk forever. And one of these days we'll have to do a movie stream or something. It'll be fun. But I am just really excited that that this draft is finally coming together, and I'm glad y'all were able to get your work done, and I hope that you guys just have an awesome rest of your day. I honestly have no idea when I'm going to be doing another sprint. It kind of just depends on if I have the time, but I will definitely let you all know when that time comes around. And now also that I'm back home and don't have to worry about helping my friend get married, I'm going to be going back to my normal video schedule for just like my normal YouTube videos. So keep an eye out for those as well. And I will see you guys soon, hopefully in another sprint. And if not, I'll see you in one of my videos. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. And I hope you guys have an awesome time and an awesome day, and good luck with everything. Bye.